Visit our sponsor, Powerful Products, at powerfulproducts.com right now. Click the link below.
Hey everybody, I'm Christopher Green. You're tuning into AMTV, Alternative Media Television. So, scumbag of the United States, President Barack Insane in the Membrane Obama, is eager. He's got an itchy trigger finger for war in Ukraine. And what I've been thinking about lately is how is he going to orchestrate this propaganda stunt to portray the United States as the defenseless victim. The defenseless victim that has to engage and really, in reality, antagonize preemptively Russia into war. You know, the same tactics Obamanoids and the Obama administration and John Kerry used in Syria by arming, funding the terrorists that actually used the chemical weapons on Assad's government and murdering innocent civilians with chemical warfare, which has now all come to light and is a fact, not my opinion anymore, even though we broke the stories earlier and we were dead on target because you shared it to the world and got it out to millions of people. Isn't the alternative media awesome? It really is. I love it. And I also love freedom of speech. I love being able to call Obama a scumbag. I love it, as is my right as an American. And you know what? I would like to protect that right here in the United States. But back to Obama. Back to the scumbag. Back to the whore that is Obama and his crew of gangster thugs, raping and pillaging the scene in America. You know, hanging out with the likes of Beyonce and her former crack dealer husband, Jay-Z. You know, Beyonce, the perfect role model for Obama's daughters. Again, that's a paraphrase from what Obama had said in the past. Beyonce now releasing Illuminati-style videos of her blowing dudes and being Monica Lewinsky, according to her own words, all over her chest. These people. But how is Obama going to orchestrate, manufacture, and engineer the September 11th, 2001 style event to draw Vladimir Putin in? Again, Putin, the victim here, really, who helped really shed light to the American people through Edward Snowden, showing us that we actually live in an authoritarian Orwellian police state. That Obama, the crack whore that he is, passing, 1,000+ executive orders and just totally disregarding the Constitution and branches of government, really no different, and I would argue far worse than Nazi Germany. Far worse than the gun control fascist police state that made up World War II Hitler-style government. The Gestapo going door to door as they're releasing a note here in Connecticut today for gun confiscation. Again, they don't want you to have weapons, folks, to protect yourself because when the shit really hits the fan economically, they're going to have to declare martial law. It's going to look like the Boston Marathon bombing all over again, but it's going to be in every single American city throughout the country. And again, it's not guns that kill people, it's people, because of course you can go to Kmart, Home Depot, or your local hardware store and buy a pressure cooker and nails and create a bomb, just like what happened in Boston that murdered, and injured dozens of people. Again, it's not the weapon necessarily being used because you can cook that up yourself really easily. It's more of an attack on your ability and freedom to defend yourself from an authoritarian regime. But back to Obama, I mean, how is he going to stage this? You know, the answer to the question in Ukraine is no one really knows. I certainly don't. All I know is that the president is going to portray through the mainstream media horror propagandist media that makes up organizations like CNN, are going to position the United States as a victim. They'll position the USSA in the light of being the one being attacked, that's going to have to retaliate, but really preemptively strike Ukraine. Again, the United States and the New World Order paradigm entirely behind this revolution in the first place, the Civil War itself, all escalating from a Cold War, Part 2, to the New World War 3. Isn't that exciting? That's going to be soon overwhelming us and overtaking all of our lives. I can see President Barack Obama really on the big screen now, urging every American to enlist in the military and Navy, in the Air Force to fight Russia in this new world war to save America, really save the gangsters, the banksters that have organized the crisis, collapse, and economic and really social calamity in the first place. So plan on an orchestrated event. Plan on America suddenly emerging as the victim and Obama having to take some kind of military action. When in reality, Vladimir Putin is being pushed around. A guy you probably don't want to push, former FSB guy who jails people and band members from like Pussy Riot because he doesn't like what they have to say. Again, I'm not saying Russia is necessarily a better government or necessarily a better regime. We still have quite a bit of freedom here in the United States. But as an American who can exercise free speech, I want to protect that. And I want to prevent scumbag whore presidents from engaging in wars I want no part of. I also really, really despise trillion-dollar bank bailouts. I'm Christopher Green. Get it out everywhere. Hard-hitting in your face. Make it viral. Click the share button below. Peace.